Hi, I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement, and today, a little bit different. I just want to have a conversation. You see, 2 weeks ago today, I left Calgary and came to Arizona. And I came without Ken. He's still back there. He's coming tonight, thank goodness. But left him there. He was still closing up the business. And there were things that I couldn't do that needed to be done. So I came a little bit early. And I've been here now for 2 weeks by myself. And it's been a learning cycle. It's been a learning process being here by myself. You see, we've come to Arizona often, but this is the first time we're in a new community. And so I really don't know anyone here. I know the people directly across the street, and that's it. So it's been a learning process being here by myself. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me too how she's been retired about 2.5 years, I believe, and how she's bored now. She has a small contract where she does a little bit of work, but she can do that from anywhere. And then they've gone on a few cruises. They've come down south as well. But she just mentioned the other day as well that she was bored. There was something lacking, and we were talking. We said, I think it's like a purpose. Yes, we have things to do. Yes, we get busy, but there's no real purpose. So it was a good conversation to have as we all try to go through this thing called retirement, or we hopefully can get to the point where we can go through this thing called retirement. So I decided that I needed to take the bull by the horns and figure out what I'm going to do so I'm not bored anymore and so that I'm busy. So I always say is this it phase? Is this it? Is this what your life is going to be like for the next 20 years, hopefully, if you're retired that long? And most people go through this phase, and then come out the other side and are better for it. But you have to figure it out as you're going through it. So I decided I'm going to put my own words to work and see what I can do to get through this phase. So I sat down at this table, actually. I sat down, paper, pen, and decided to ask myself some of the questions I always say. So what do I love to do? What have I always wanted to do, but never took the time to do it, never had the money maybe to do it, or maybe was just chicken, didn't do it because you were scared, you had some kind of a fear. What did I always want to do? Things like, what makes me smile? What makes me dance? What makes me happy? What do I miss from my work? What could I add back into my life that would give me some kind of purpose? All of these types of questions. Where do I want to take my life? What if I'm 10 years from now, what do I have wanted to have accomplished? Even though they're different goals from where I did at work, what kind of goals do I have now? And I decided to start doing those. And I wrote, and I wrote, and I wrote, and I wrote, and I came up with some pretty cool things that I wanted to share with you. And then I was hoping that you could share back with me some things that you do or have done to get you through these kind of feelings of when you're a bit bored. So I decided, what do I love? Well, I love my cruise ship speaking. I absolutely love it. I love the feeling of getting up on stage. I've always loved being up on stage. I love the feeling of preparing them. I love the research. It's so interesting to do all of the research. So that was huge. Put that on my list. Then I decided a few other things. I really like being active. I am not a person that can sit for any length of time. I know, my poor husband. But I really love being active. So I signed up for pickleball lessons, and I'm starting pickleball lessons very, very soon. Okay, then I like swimming. I find I'm really out of shape, but I decided to go to the pool at least 2 to 4 times a week. And at the pool here in the community, it's quite a social place, which was really, really good. So I've been going to the pool. I met a really nice couple the other day in the pool, but then I've been swimming, not as much as I want to yet, but I'm working my stamina back up to be doing a lot more lengths than I do. But my whole point wasn't necessarily for the exercise, it was for the people. So I met this really nice couple in the pool the other day. Hopefully I'll see them there again. I didn't get a phone number. I just didn't think that it was there yet, but I was talking to other people, meeting other people, etc. And then I talked to a really nice gentleman in the hot tub, and he said that him and his wife go there often, and so I would love to see them and meet them. And then I did a big one for me. It's on Fridays, we have a happy hour at our little community center here in this area. And so all by myself, I went to the happy hour, and it felt really scary, to be honest. It was scary. But I made a point of going. I had a beer while I was there, watched everyone. I talked to a few people. And it was good that I went out. I still haven't met any new great friends, but if I don't put myself out there, I'm never going to meet any good, great friends. So I've made some of the things that I want to do happen. So those are some of the things I'm doing here. But in the big scheme of my life, so bigger than just meeting friends here, a purpose, and I'm going to say this is not a Mother Teresa purpose of life where you're curing the world and saving the world. This is some reason for me to get up in the morning. Is my speaking. My speech is on cruises, and so I've made a bunch of contacts in that industry, and I have some cruises booked now that I'm speaking on, which is absolutely wonderful. So those are some of the things that I'm doing. But I'm hoping to get over this little bump of feeling alone and feeling bored. I don't like to be bored, and thought that I would just share this with you guys today and see in particular what you guys do when you're feeling bored, when you're feeling a little out of sorts and you're retired. How do you bring back stuff into your life or add things into your life that make you feel great? So that's all I wanted to say today. I'd love to hear from you and what makes your life and retirement remarkable, because that's what I wish for all of us. So I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. I produce a retirement lifestyle video every Monday morning.